If you try one AI tool today, make it this. Basically, it is like OpenClaw, but built natively for your web browser. I've been playing around with it all day, and honestly, it is pretty mind-blowing. Introducing Perplexity Computer. Computer unifies every current AI capability into one massive, cohesive system. It can research, design, code, deploy, and manage any project end-to-end without you having to hold its hand. Listen to me closely. We have officially moved past the era of typing a simple prompt and getting a simple paragraph back. The people who are going to win the next 5 years are the ones who stop treating AI like a basic chatbot and start treating it like a digital workforce. And I am going to show you exactly how to do that today. But I need you to pay attention, because the final concept I am going to show you, concept number 7, is the single most valuable workflow I have ever tested. It is the exact framework that is replacing entire digital agencies as we speak. I will only reveal it at the very end of this video, so you cannot afford to skip ahead. Here is your map for today. We are breaking down the 7 core concepts that make Perplexity Computer the ultimate OpenClaw killer. Grab a notepad. Let's dive in. Concept 1. Multimodal orchestration. Right now, you are probably suffering from AI subscription fatigue. You are paying for ChatGPT because it has a great long context memory. You are paying for Claude because it writes brilliant code. And you are using Midjourney or Gemini for images. You are constantly copying and pasting between 5 different tabs just to get one decent piece of work done. It is inefficient, it is expensive, and it breaks your creative flow. AI solution. Enter multimodal orchestration. Perplexity Computer does not rely on just one brain. It is a unified system that dynamically orchestrates 19 different frontier AI models simultaneously. It uses Claude Opus 4.6 for its core reasoning, Gemini for deep web research, Grok for lightning-fast, lightweight tasks, and GPT 5.2 for long context recall. Step-by-step use case. Let's say you need to generate a complete visual marketing campaign. You simply open Perplexity Computer and type, "Create a marketing strategy for my new coffee brand, including market research and 3 visual ad creatives." You sit back and watch. The system automatically routes the market research to Gemini, routes the strategy formulation to Claude Opus 4.6, and routes the image generation to a specialized visual model like Nano Banana. It seamlessly stitches all of these different outputs together into one cohesive final document and hands it to you. Surprise or secret? Here is the pro tip nobody talks about. You do not need to configure any of this routing yourself. The core orchestration engine automatically evaluates the subtasks and assigns them to the best possible model in milliseconds. You get the absolute best of every AI company on Earth, all under one single interface. Concept 2. The cloud-native sandbox. If you have ever tried to set up local AI agents like OpenClaw, you know it is a complete nightmare. You have to mess with Python environments, configure Docker containers, and pray you don't accidentally give a rogue AI access to your private local hard drive. It requires deep technical knowledge and comes with massive security risks. AI solution. The cloud-native sandbox. Perplexity Computer runs entirely on highly secure, isolated cloud servers. It spins up a temporary Sandbox Linux environment, equipped with real file systems and browsers, exclusively for your task. Step-by-step use case. Imagine you need to process a massive, messy dataset. You upload your raw, unformatted 50,000-row CSV file into the browser interface. You instruct the AI. Clean this data, remove duplicates, run a regression analysis, and format it into a clean presentation. Perplexity Computer spins up a secure cloud sandbox, writes a Python script to process the data, executes the script securely in the cloud, and delivers the clean file. Surprise or secret? Because it is cloud native, it runs asynchronously. That means you can kick off a massive, complex task that might take hours, close your laptop, get on an airplane, and the AI will keep working in the cloud. When you land and open your browser, the finished project is waiting for you. But do not click away yet, because concept number 4 is where the real money is made. What I am about to show you next breaks every rule of traditional software development. Concept 3. Seamless app connectors. Problem. The biggest bottleneck in AI right now is the last mile. Your AI generates a great email, but you still have to copy it, open Gmail, paste it, Add the recipient and hit send. You are still acting as a human clipboard for your computer. AI solution. Perplexity Computer features over 400 native app connectors. We are talking deep, authenticated integrations with Gmail, Slack, GitHub, Notion, Salesforce, HubSpot, and more. The AI doesn't just write the text, it natively operates the applications you use every single day. Step-by-step use case. Let's automate a warm outreach campaign. You connect your Gmail and LinkedIn accounts via the Connector Hub. You prompt Perplexity Computer. Find 5 marketing directors at mid-sized tech companies on LinkedIn. Review their recent posts and draft a highly personalized email to each of them, pitching our consulting service. Then, send the emails from my Gmail. The AI browses LinkedIn, extracts the context, drafts 5 hyper-personalized emails, actually opens your Gmail pipeline, and sends them out on your behalf. Surprise or secret? It is a two-way street. Because of the persistent connection, Perplexity Computer can read the replies that come into your inbox over the next few days and automatically draft intelligent, context-aware follow-ups for you to approve. It is a zero-input sales pipeline. Concept 4. End-to-end vibe. Coding problem. You have a brilliant idea for an internal tool or a web app that could save your business thousands of hours, but you are not a developer. Hiring a software engineer is going to cost you $150 an hour, and learning to code from scratch will take you 2 years. AI solution. End-to-end vibe coding. Perplexity Computer doesn't just give you code snippets that you have to figure out how to piece together. It acts as your senior full-stack developer, your quality assurance tester, and your IT ops manager all at once. Step-by-step use case. Let's build a custom inventory dashboard. You provide a plain English prompt. Build a secure web app with a database to track my warehouse inventory. It needs a dashboard with charts showing stock levels and a form to add new items. Perplexity Computer plans the architecture. It writes the front-end code, sets up the back-end Node.js server, and configures the SQL database in its cloud sandbox. It deploys the app live and hands you the working URL. Surprise or secret? If the AI encounters a bug or a server error during the build process, it doesn't just stop and ask you for help. It reads the error log, uses its reasoning engine to figure out what went wrong, rewrites its own code, and redeploys it. It debugs itself in real time until the application works flawlessly. Are you starting to see the power here? But hold on, because if you think building an app is cool, wait until you see how this thing handles your competitors in concept number 5. Concept 5. Automated competitive intelligence problem. Staying ahead of the competition usually means wasting hours manually checking their websites, subscribing to their boring newsletters, and stalking their social media. By the time you notice they drop their pricing, they have already stolen 3 of your clients. AI solution. Persistent web scraping subagents. You can deploy Perplexity Computer to act as your 24/7 corporate espionage team, silently monitoring the internet for key data triggers. Step-by-step use case. Let's set up a daily intelligence feed. You tell Perplexity Computer, monitor the pricing pages of these 5 competitor SaaS companies every morning at 8 a.m. You add a specific condition. Cross-reference this with their recent Twitter announcements. The system locks this in as a recurring background task. Every day, a lightweight agent spins up, checks the pages, and compares the code against the previous day. Surprise or secret? The true magic is the noise cancellation. Traditional scrapers alert you every time a competitor changes a font or fixes a typo. Perplexity Computer actually reads and understands the context. It will only send you a Slack message or an email if something meaningful happens, like a new feature launch or a 20% price drop. It respects your attention. Concept 6. The persistent context vault problem. AI amnesia is the most frustrating part of using modern tools. Every time you start a new chat window, the AI forgets who you are, what your brand voice sounds like, and what you worked on yesterday. You waste the first 10 minutes of every session just re-educating the machine. AI solution. The persistent context vault. Perplexity Computer features deep cross-session memory. It builds an evolving understanding of your preferences, your business files, and your historical workflows. Step-by-step use case. Let's leverage this for long-term content creation. In your first session, you upload your brand guidelines, past successful blog posts, and your customer persona documents. You tell the system, remember this exact tone of voice and these customer pain points for all future marketing tasks. 3 weeks later, in a completely new session, you simply say, draft a launch announcement for our new feature. The AI instantly recalls your brand voice, references your personas, and perfectly nails the tone on the very first try, surprise or secret. It doesn't just passively remember, it actively cross-references. If you ask it to build a financial model today, it will remember the expense report you had it process last month and automatically incorporate those historical numbers into your new forecast without you even having to ask. It connects the dots of your digital life. We are finally here. I promised you the most powerful workflow in existence. What I am about to show you next is why Perplexity Computer is operating in a league entirely of its own. Concept 7. Autonomous Subagent Orchestration Problem. Traditional AI models are strictly linear. You ask a question, they generate an answer. But real-world business tasks are not linear. They are sprawling, complex, and require multiple different skills working in tandem. When you give a standard AI a massive project, it gets confused, loses context, and hallucinates terrible results. AI solution: Dynamic Subagent Orchestration. This is the ultimate evolution of AI. When you hand Perplexity Computer a massive, complex goal, it does not try to solve it all at once. The master orchestration engine acts as a CEO. It breaks the massive project down into a dependency graph, and then literally spawns specialized mini AI agents to execute each task in parallel. Step-by-step use case. Let's generate a comprehensive 30-page private equity investment memo from scratch. You give the master prompt, research Shopify's latest quarterly earnings, compare their market share against BigCommerce and WooCommerce, analyze consumer sentiment on Reddit, and build a complete investment memo with financial charts. Watch the orchestration happen. The CEO model, Claude Opus 4.6, instantly creates a team. It deploys Agent A, powered by Gemini, to scour SEC filings. It deploys Agent B, powered by Grok, to scrape Reddit for real-time sentiment. It deploys Agent C to write Python code to generate data visualization charts. These agents work simultaneously. Agent A finishes its research and hands the data to Agent C, who builds the chart. Finally, the CEO model reviews all the work, synthesizes it, formats it perfectly, and hands you a world-class, multi-layered document that would have taken a human analyst 3 full weeks to complete. Surprise or secret? This is the holy grail: asynchronous problem-solving. If one of the sub-agents runs into a firewall or a broken link while researching, it doesn't crash the system. The sub-agent autonomously figures out a workaround, like finding a cached version of the page or searching an alternative database, while the other agents keep working uninterrupted. It is a self-healing, autonomous digital workforce entirely at your command. The threat is real, and the stakes are high. The professionals who adapt to agentic AI like Perplexity Computer will 100x their output this year. The ones who stick to manual data entry and basic prompt engineering are going to be left completely in the dust. You now have the exact blueprint to future-proof your career and scale your efficiency beyond what was humanly possible a year ago. The only question is, are you actually going to use it? If you want to stay ahead of the curve and master the tools that are reshaping the internet, do not let this be the last video you watch. Like and subscribe us for more tips and guides.